I wasn't really thinking about the potential consequences that could happen. I was genuinely convinced that these pills, I'm gonna be able to manage this use and that nothing bad is gonna come of it. I didn't realize that in a short period of time, I'd be a heroin addict. My childhood was unbelievable. I couldn't have asked for more. I spent 4 years of my childhood living in Italy, but spent most of my life living in North Jersey. I had a lot of friends growing up, always went to the best schools. There's no real issues in my life growing up. I always pictured myself to be a professional soccer player, and if it wasn't professional soccer, it would be going to one of the best schools in the country, like an Ivy League school. I had a surgery when I was 16 years old, and the doctor prescribed me Percocet after the surgery. All of a sudden, I feel like I'm on top of the world. When I started to abuse it was when I was at my grandmother's house, and I knew that she had opiates in her medicine cabinet. It was my first experience with crushing down a pill and snorting it. And the first time that I took it, I pretty much passed out for about 3 hours. And I woke up and my girlfriend was next to me and she said, "What happened to you?" I think the most torturous part is the mental aspect. It's the only thing that my brain is fixated on. So I did not care about what I had to do to get more pills. I didn't care who I had to lie to. My parents did not trust me anymore. I was stealing from them. I was always asking my friends for money, so after a while, they wanted nothing to do with me. Rock bottom for me looked like waking up every morning in my college dorm room, being drenched in sweat, totally very, very sick, flu-like symptoms, and just obsessing about how I can get heroin today. It didn't matter to me who I had to steal from, who I had to rob, who I had to harm in order to get the heroin. And I would say to myself, there's no hope for you, Nick. You're gonna die. Because I wanted to ask my parents for help, but I couldn't do it. I was too scared to. The turning point for me was when my parents intervened on me. I saw an opportunity finally to ask for help. You know, when I was finally honest with my family about the stuff that I was doing in my active addiction, my dad's response to it was to say, "I haven't had a son since you were 15 years old." The moment he said that, I was very hurt. Because up to that time period, I really didn't understand the actual effect that I had on him. Because he was always in denial and he didn't want to believe that I had a problem, and I didn't really think that he was hurt by anything that I did. But when he said that to me, I was totally taken aback. I started to cry. And it's really, at the end of the day, what made me make the decision to follow through with working a program of recovery, was that conversation. Hope started to come back for me when I was in treatment in Tennessee, and I would see these people that had recovered from drug addiction, and they had this light about them. And I didn't really have hope for myself, but they told me that they felt the same way once. And something happened within myself to actually start to believe them, that I'm not any different from them, that there is hope for me. I think that growing up, I always had this sense that I wasn't good enough, that whatever I did wasn't good enough. And to be able to really recognize that and to accept myself for who I am today and be okay with that and to move forward in terms of being able to build on my character, that acceptance process for me was absolutely vital. Finally, for the first time, I was able to make amends to my family and to really apologize for all the things that I've done to hurt them. And when they sensed my willingness to actually change and they've seen me change, they trust me now. They trust me and they're able to come to me with their problems in terms of how do I deal with this. And so there's real intimacy with my family today where there wasn't in the past. The man that I am today is one that's very happy and joyous and free from this addiction. You know, I'm very confident with myself. I can finally go anywhere and do anything that I want to without being fearful of having to drink or to get high, and to really just enjoy life. If you are a loved one or struggling with addiction, just know that there is hope for you. I didn't think there was ever hope for me, but when the right people intervened on me, I realized that there was hope and that there's something that you can do as well. Whenever you're ready, I'm here for you. There's so many people available for you, your family,
ask them for help. You're not going to regret it.
If you or a loved one needs help, call us at 1-844-276-2777.